Peace, love, and blessings, family. This is the Sacred Empress Sally Tosh, your melanated Mayan mystic with the Mayan Moon Energy for today, April 15th, 2024. Before we get started, apologies. Um, Having a lot of stuff go on in my career and personal life, so I haven't been able to be as consistent as I like to be. This week, I am more settled and doing everything like I normally do. So we should be okay for the week. Just having some things, like I said, going on in my personal life that have taken center stage, and um, so my apologies for not being consistent. But I am back on it and ready to give and to serve, and um, I'll talk more about some of the things that have been going on. But for now, thank you for being here. Mayan Moon Monday, Mayan Moon Energy for today. Let's get into it. First, all the places that you can find me, especially if you like my content, please like, follow, subscribe, heart, share, repost. This is good information. It's all encouragement for the self. Please find me in these places. Um, and my online store at the bottom as well, the Mayan Moon Mondays Facebook group. Joining that group will allow you to get the access to the Zoom. It's free, no cost. So let's get into it. We are talking about the Mayan calendar, the Mayan energy coming from the token, the count of days, the sacred calendar, the Mayan calendar. It's 260 days covering 20 signs, 20 tones or spirit energy, as I like to call it, equal to 260 days of a gestation period of a human. We have 20 fingers and toes and 13 joints. The Mayan calendar is divination, prophecy, and it gives direction. So, whenever we talk about the Mayan calendar, or whenever I talk about the Mayan calendar, you can take it as divining and being prophetic and giving you direction. So, I always start with the year bearer, which is the focus of the year, the white overtone wizard. And oh, I was so excited. Even though this is the tone of the or the focus of the year, we always have a day 3 months before the new year that we recap this energy. Oh my goodness, I think that was Friday. And the white overtone wizard, this has been so close and dear to my heart because it's white. We know that we work on refinement. It's about making things pure, adjusting, organizing, detoxing, things of that nature. The white wizard, as you see, the eyes are closed. We're focusing internally. Everything important is going on inside of us, as it always is. Um, and the white wizard, enchant, receptivity, timelessness. The enchant, you guys. I can't say enough about how important it is what we say to ourselves over and over again. It will lift us up and it will take us down depending on how much energy and where the energy is placed. We have to be willing to enchant ourselves with positivity, enchant ourselves with healing in order to be who we are meant to be. Most times, the people that we have grown up into, if we haven't been spiritually sound, we're carrying trauma, we're carrying thoughts where the way we were raised, we feel like that is the only way to be. It takes us to go into other circumstances to realize that that's not how it happens. So, what do you say to yourself? What are you receptive to? What are you open to? What have you been open to? Why are you open to it? Have you been open to things because of your self concept, what you believe about yourself that is not serving you? You can change what you're receptive to. Be receptive to what serves you, be receptive to what gives you joy and makes you move forward while you're in this beautiful space we call life and in this beautiful place we call earth. And timelessness. What do you want to stand the test of time? What have you been enduring that seems like it's timeless that we want to put a time limit on? These are the energies that we can work on during the White Overtone Wizard. This energy is with us up until the 24th. We are also in the spirit energy or the tone of radiance. So this year has been about empowering ourselves and about taking command. Take the reins over your life. What are you thinking? Work on changing that. How are you feeling? Work on changing that. Sometimes you can do it just by yourself. Sometimes you need help. Get the help that you need. Get the support that you need. But we are working toward empowering ourselves more. Then we can empower others more. Command our reality so we can be more in control. Then we can radiate the beautiful essence that we are. We are in the ripen cycle. The ripen cycle is a 52-day period that teaches us about how to make and deal with harvest and manifestation. Right now, we have a harvest cycle group going on where we break down the cycles. So you see the four foundational signs here, and each one is a vital piece in how we harvest. So, are you a person that likes to harvest? This is how to um, harvest all the time. We have a season for it, but maybe you need to manifest a bill to be paid. Maybe you need to manifest tires. Maybe you need to manifest a new house, a new situation. So that happens, when it happens. And so we will have the blueprint to be able to harvest at will. Now we are in the current 13-day cycle of power or wave spell of the white dog. This started on April 7th and it's going to be with us up until Saturday, 420. The white dog lets us know that it's about refinement. So this period we should be adjusting, organizing, um, detoxing, and this is happening in a period where we had the solar eclipse, a powerful energy that we're going to be under for 3 to 6 months. And this is going to help us to get through the things that we have harvested for ourselves as we go through the solar eclipse energy. We're in the harvest cycle, and the white dog gives us such a beautiful energy to work in. The white dog is about love, it's about loyalty, it's about coming from the heart. What do you love? Who do you love? How do you love? What are you loyal to? When you come to people, do you come from the heart? Because these are prime ways of refinement, to love, to be loyal, to come from the heart. These are all things that change people or change situations when they realize certain things about these key words. So during the white dog wave spell, we are also processing. We're in the time capsule of processing, and this allows us to methodically create a strategy to do whatever we're adjusting in this wave spell, which of course is during the harvest cycle. So one of the ways to harvest is to love. When you love something, then you want to get a lot of it. If you love yourself, if you pour into yourself, then what you get from yourself becomes expansive and enormous. So that's just one example. And so we are in the planetary tone of manifestation. So there's always a theme that is running. And so right now, this theme is manifestation. We're in a harvest cycle. So we're manifesting manifestation, which is an event or action that clearly shows something. So when you see a crop of corn, it's clear that you planted some corn along the way. So, when you are working with the planetary tone of manifestation, which we will be working in up until May 1st, there are certain things we're doing. We're definitely working toward manifestation. When you perfect something, when you produce it, you manifest. manifest it. So to perfect is having all the required or desired elements, qualities, and characteristics. It does not mean you have to be a certain type of way, but have the certain things that go into making you what you are. So, not judging you for not being or having something that you want. If you don't feel perfect, what you feel is missing is probably something that needs to come into your life, but by all means, it's already you by you feeling like it should be here and it's not. So then understand that you have it instead of not having it and working on self concept. We can do that. But once you have all the required elements and that you need, like let's say we want to bake a cake and we know that if we're using a box cake, we need that box cake, we need water, we may need oil, we may need eggs, depending on what it is. But once we have these ingredients, we can start to make the cake. And that goes into the produce. We can perfect, produce, and that means make or manufacture from raw materials. So once you know what makes you you and what you feel is not there, you can start to um initiate the process of I need this and seeing yourself have it, so enchanting yourself for it, and then making space for it, and then working toward it. It's the planetary spirit energy of manifestation. So if you thought that you were not a manifester, this is the time to prove yourself wrong. You have been manifesting since day one. It's just that you don't understand that what you have a lot of, you have manifested. And so it's just an adjustment in thinking and some other things that you have to work on. But everybody can manifest. We have all been manifesting since day one, and we have up until May 1st to work in that tone of manifestation for 28 days, period. So today we are in the energy of the red galactic earth. The red galactic earth is a sign of initiation, which we associate with the east. So we know that we start things, initiate things. This is a place of new beginnings. The red earth is important. Also, whenever the red earth shows up, you need to have a plan. You need to have something, somewhere that you want to go, something that you want to be, and an idea of where to start to get there. So once you have that navigation plan in place, it's going to evolve as you work it. So you're going to be able to see how this affects you and how you grow. And also, you'll know where you are on your path by the synchronicity. So the things outside of you are going to reflect inside of you, as above, so below, so within, as without. So the red galactic earth gives you a very good idea about where you are. Get grounded, get in touch with the earth, get outside. The sun is shining where I am in Ohio. Get that sun, that vitamin D. Let it soak into your forehead. Get that in your system. The red galactic earth is also the time capsule of the matrix. So the matrix is all about self-regulating. So we have the beautiful opportunity for today and the next 4 days. So red, white, blue, yellow, that's the foundation of four. We can spend this time self-regulating. How do we control ourselves? How do we react when things happen? When things happen, do we just rush into it, say anything, do anything? Or do we self-regulate where we think something, take a deep breath, and then establish a plan or a response? This is what we do with the red galactic earth. Some well-known red galactic earth people are Jimmy Carter, Joseph Barbera, Barbara Jordan, Shirley Temple Black, Richard Gere, and Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. So for today, the galactic tone or spirit energy is integrity. Now, for the month, we are working on manifestation, but for today, we are focusing on integrity. So, integrity is the state of being whole and undivided. During the eighth month of the 13-month calendar, it was all about integrity. So, every day for 28 days, I spoke about the state of being whole and undivided. We need to always check on ourselves. How will we feel being whole and undivided? Five attributes of integrity are being honest, accountability, being reliable, being transparent, and having ethics. What would being whole and undivided and having integrity look like to you? What would it feel like? What would you be in harmony with? And how would you be living in a high integral or integrity world? Today we are focused on the heart chakra. So again, this theme about manifestation, we have to have unconditional love, acceptance of ourselves. We also have to have big boy, big girl forgiveness vibes also. Forgiving others, forgiving ourselves allows us to move forward, accepting ourselves. This is so important to accept ourselves, worse than all, because we are perfect, whole, complete, undivided. And we have to accept ourselves. Even if you want something different, you have to accept something about yourself. So accepting yourself in all ways is very key to being able to move forward, to remove yourself from trauma, to enchant yourself, to do things to bring you to another place. It always is helpful to come from the heart, which also is what the white dog. This wave spell, this period that we're under, is about love. It's about acceptance and forgiveness. Now, some stones to help us maintain and balance our heart chakra are jade, rose quartz, malachite, and peridot. Some herbs and oils that we can use are lilac, violet, elemi, and rose. We are also dealing with the throat chakra today. What is it that you have to say? Um, You can say it through voice, you can say it through being creative. It's very important. Communication is really also key to if we want to grow in everything. How have we been expressing ourselves? Are we not expressing ourselves? Are we not being creative? Are we thinking we don't have anything to be creative about? Where the throat chakra is our communication center. So it's going to be important that that chakra is working. Now, one big signal that you're not expressing yourself is if somebody is talking and you find yourself coughing all of a sudden. And it's not like a cough from a cold or you choked or it's just coughing. That normally means it is something that you need to say that you're not saying in this moment. Now, some crystals that help us to maintain or balance the throat chakra are blue stones, the turquoise, blue agate, blue topaz, aquamarine. This month is important for me to focus on my throat chakra and with some other things I have going on. So I'm actually working on a choker with azurite and aquamarine and putting it right on my throat so that those crystals are working in tandem with my throats. Like I'm really taking a strong effort in, healing things, especially in my communication because communication is big from my solar return for this year. But again, turquoise, blue agate, blue topaz, aquamarine. Some oils and herbs, lang lang, lavender, and blue chamomile. Today is Monday. Mondays are moon days, the best days for setting intentions and rituals regarding spirituality, family, children, fertility, dreams, emotions, the divine feminine, and more. Today the moon is void of course, and she is moving through Cancer and Leo. So the moon is comfortable in Cancer, so our feelings are on display. This is where we feel comfortable. This is where we can start things from a loving perspective, a loving perspective. And then we're moving into Leo, so it's going to be about creativity. It's about love, self-love, the inner child. Um, I'm feeling like I made a mistake. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm checking. No, no, no. Right. So it's definitely moving from Cancer to Leo. Leo is a fire sign. Um, Leo is a fixed sign too. So we're moving from getting things started in terms of feeling comfortable and in our um in a space where we just feel safe, and in tune and being able to utilize that. That's love, romance, children, inner child, all those things. And we're not in a whining givers. You can expect for Ali Tosh to sometime make a couple of mistakes, and I'm just saying Ali Tosh, I'm not referring to myself in the third person, so don't don't come for me like, oh, she's weird. She's coming from the third person, but really it's a waxing crescent. No, I'm sorry. I'm all the way off. Today we have a first quarter moon. So when we have a first quarter moon, the moon and the sun are um at 90 degrees. They are not in a favorable position to each other, so the energy is tense. When we have a first quarter moon, we want to like quickly move into doing something. We want to prove something. We want to be something. So this is the energy that we're in, but because we're also in a void, of course, we don't want to start anything new today. We want to work on completion, work on the inner self, and work on meditation as well. The moon void, of course, is great for finishing projects, cleaning, inner perspective, getting a reading, meditation, anything internal. It's not good for starting new projects, new activities, new rituals, new actions. We don't want to start anything external. What will happen if we do? One, nothing could happen. Or two, it will not have the desired results that you want. And that is the Mayan Moon energy for today. Some programs that I have is the Mayan Moon calendar subscription. This allows you to stay up with the calendar day by day. You get 4 weeks of the calendar. You also get the spirit energy of the month to work into, and this is where you will sign up. One of the other things I do is a mind birth reading. This lets you know where you are in the calendar, which is what is on my left side, your left side too, hopefully. And this is showing the calendar from 1 to day 260, and every person is on one of these squares, and it has a whole lot of information, how you came to be where you are, or do you initiate well? What are your superpowers? Are you a harvester? What are the special things that are about you, like the Mayan, in regards to the Mayan calendar? Now, everybody that's on this calendar is dope and amazing and has special abilities, but it's up to you to find out who you are. You will never be able to experience the full bounty of this earth that we are living on if you don't know yourself. You will not be able to experience any joy, harmony, or peace unless you know who you are. So don't wait until you're in your 50s or your 40s to find out who you are. If what you're doing makes you unhappy, if it does not fill you with delight, if it does not make you feel like, oh, I love this, I can do this every day without being paid, if you don't feel like you're loyal to it, then you need to figure out who you are so you can tap into the places that are made just for you. And the Mayan birth reading is a great start for that. So we had the eclipses, but we're still in eclipse season. So the lunar and solar eclipse are having an effect on you, as well as other planetary alignments. Get your eclipse reading and find out what is coming in and what is going out in your life. Today is Monday. On Mondays, I have a Mayan Moon Monday that I do via Zoom. This is where I break down the energies of the calendar for the week. You get Monday through Monday, once a week, and then you're able to move through that energy. Along with that, you will be able to get a mini reading. I always do mini readings at my Mayan Moon Mondays, which allow us to just get an idea where we are, how we're going to be moving for the week. I'll also be doing some of those types of readings on TikTok. I got my over 1,000 people, and I have worked on my fear factor a little bit. So look for me to be live on TikTok soon. If you don't have me on TikTok, make sure you follow the link at the beginning or the end of this video. So this was your Melanated Mayan Mystic, the Sacred Empress Alitas. Again, here are the places you can find me, especially if you like the content. Please like, share, please leave a comment too. This make sure that this energy or these videos are being shared sorry you guys, so more people can be exposed and pick up on it if they so choose. Thank you so much for your time. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm out.